Alright guys, what's up? Mr. Calimesh here. Just woke up a few minutes ago. Going to be doing a box lacrosse equipment video. Following this video later today, it's going to be a box lacrosse like chalk talk. Lots of people don't know box, and they make themselves look like idiots when they try and do stuff. So first of all though, just want to show you guys this is a prototype for Calimesh 2.0. People wanted a softer mesh that's easier to stretch, so just let me show you how easy it is to stretch. It doesn't hold its shape too well, that's why this is a prototype. Actually, it holds it pretty well, but this is like how soft it is. So, just wanted to show you guys that. It's not quite the final product, but alright. So, starting with box lacrosse. So, just to let you guys know why you can trust this information, I've played on 3 different box lacrosse travel teams where we played in Canada. My grandparents live in Canada. Every summer I play with Canadian box lacrosse players up there in Ontario. So I definitely understand box and I know how to play it. I actually have not played it this year. Just things got too busy. I'm going to start playing it again this summer. But, so, like I said, the chalk talk is going to be following this video. First of all, for heads. Well, first of all, just let me give you the general idea. For box, I like, if you're going to be playing box, like, avidly, like, on a travel team, because I know Washington, California, and Denver are really big on box, on playing box. So if you guys are going to be playing avidly, you don't want the same stick as your field stick. You want a completely different setup, completely different string, completely different mesh. So first of all, for the head, you want a really pinched head that has pretty good. There's 2 ways you could go. Alright, so one way you could go is with the Reebok 9K or the Reebok 6K. This one is starting out with pink to gray Calimesh, nice box pocket. So for 9K, it's really wide, it's a universal head, but it's really stiff, like incredibly stiff, but at the same time, it's incredibly heavy. This is not something I like. You can use it, but I don't generally like it. I like something like this, so I like the Cobra. This is the Cobra X. I actually got the Cobra X on mistake. I thought I was ordering a regular Cobra, accidentally ordered a Cobra X. So that's why I have the Cobra X instead of the Cobra. I'm probably just going to pinch it though. So yeah, but this head, it's pretty stiff down here, which is nice, but then the scoop is really flexible. You can pretty much do anything with it. So that's what you generally like, because in Canada, if you play, when you're going for a ground ball in the corner, the Canadians or even Americans, whoever, will actually step on your stick, so it bends out of the way. If you have a Reebok 9K and they step on your stick, it's pretty much snapped, or incredibly warped, or just bad. So usually I hate the SDX Proton Power, but for box, it's an exception because it has a great pinch and great flex. Another head recommendation, you can't really find these anymore. I'm one of the only people who has one of these still. It's the Mikey Powell Voice. As you can see, it's incredibly pinched. It's also really flexy. It's actually not that flexy right now. But when you take it outside, it gets really flexy. I'm going to be stringing this up with some sticky mesh and probably using this as a backup box. So this is not a good box pocket. I did string this. Wave Lax 34 strung it. But yeah, it's got a nice offset too. Alright, and then last head I recommend this a lot because it's cheap and it's a great head. It's the Gate Torque. So it's got a nice pinch, not the best pinch. I'd recommend pinching it if you get it, because when you pinch it, it would turn a little bit like that and that would look better. So yeah, it's got tons of string holes, which is good for box. I'll talk about pockets next. It's got tons of top string holes, really good flex, and the thing is, it's $50. So it's a great value head. I recommend getting one. I'm going to be buying another one and dyeing it pretty soon. Alright, So now we're going to talk about shafts. There's really only a few I recommend. So on this one, in the Torque, I have an Easton Stealth grip. I do not recommend this for box. I just threw it on here because I didn't know what else I was going to do with a red Easton Stealth grip. I won it in a contest at a camp, and I don't know. Don't use this. It's not strong at all. On my game box stick, the Cobra, I have a Titan Pro. Now for box, I really like a ton of grip. So if you're going to be playing with a ton of grip, the Reebok 6K Zendium Pro, Reebok 7K Zendium Pro, I don't know, just there's a bunch of shafts that are grippy. Generally, you want to, for box, you want to stick with Reebok or Gate. Not so much Gate because they break easily, but more Reebok or titanium, because you don't care about weight at all. You only care about strength because you're doing tons of cross checks. If you have like the Easton and you go like that, it's going to be dented and bent. So the Titan Pro is very heavy, but it doesn't have the grip I like, so I just tape it up very, very high, as you can see. It's a little bit higher than where I pass. So that's generally the Titan Pro is a good shaft to go with. Then the Reebok Zendium, if it has Zendium in it, that means smooth grip, and that's generally what you want. If you don't like the grip thing, then just get a Titan Pro, Titan Classic, Titan 92, pretty much anything titanium. And then, what else was I going to talk about? Oh yeah, pockets. So for box, this is a good example of a box pocket. It doesn't look too good, and it doesn't have a good channel at all. But I'll explain. So for this, you want a mid-high bag. Alright, so this is illegal, but you want a mid-high bag. Second tip I can give you when you're stringing a box pocket, you want to string the bottom string with the shooting string. That has more give in the pocket, which makes it more shifty because the shooter can shift down easier. So the ball can move like up and down like crazy in the mid-high bag like this. You can just see that. It can move down crazy. Move around crazy. And then the channel, you don't want a tight channel because you don't want any whip, like none. So what you want to do is string a channel, enough of a channel, so the ball's going to come out consistently. Like this, the ball will come out consistently. It's just not going to have any whip, which is good. And then for shooting strings, you don't want any U's. That will give the stick too much whip. So generally what you want is either 3 straight, 4 straight. I've seen a nylon 2 straights. I've seen just a nylon. I've seen no shooters. I've seen 5 straight. I've seen just about everything, but you just want straight shooters. And you want tons of hold on your box stick with no whip, if possible. And then lastly, for mesh, you want different mesh. For, I don't think I already talked about this, did I? No, okay, anyway. So you either want Cali mesh, sticky mesh, because it's soft and sticky. You want soft mesh. Or I know they are a competitor of me, but they're really good for box. It's Mark Mesh. Mark Mesh is really soft, which is generally good for box. So it's too expensive though, really. So not really worth the money. I recommend soft mesh or Cali mesh, sticky mesh. Cali mesh regular would work too. It's just taking a little bit longer. It's not as soft as you want it. But yeah, that's the box. Stick general things. I'm going to be doing a chalk talk later, and that's about it. Thanks for watching.